Assalamualaikum Muiz.
Hey, Waalaikumsalam.
Okey Muiz. Muiz sikit aku nak tanya. Okey.
Ha.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Okay,
dalam
okay,
dalam
okay.
buku tu kau dah baca ke belum? Yang Think Like a Monk. Monk. Is it?
Think Like a Monk. Aku baru habis chapter 1. So sekarang ni aku nak revise balik. Aku nak revise balik apa point yang aku terlepas.
So sekarang ni yang betul-betul hang follow sekarang ni adalah siapa nama dia? Jay Shetty, right? Betul tak nama dia?
Betul.
So macam mana hang boleh kenal dia, and then kenapa hang minat dia? Saya bagi tahu.
Okay, macam mana aku boleh kenal dia Aku sebenarnya more onto this motivation stuff tau. Aku sejujurnya aku beritahu kau, aku ni seorang budak yang lost. Seorang budak yang lost dalam kegelapan dan sedang mencari cahaya. Memang kebanyakan orang dengar macam klise lah benda ni, tapi bagi aku macam that's the truth. Aku sebenarnya struggle banyak dalam hidup aku. So aku senang down buat benda-benda. Kan aku search YouTube randomly motivational video. Lepas tu aku dengar. And YouTube algorithm ni dia something yang unik juga tau. Bila kau search satu benda, dia akan recommended kat kau banyak benda yang related. So dalam banyak-banyak tu keluar Jay Shetty punya video. Bukannya daripada channel dia, daripada orang lain. Compile. So aku dengar macam, oh Muhammad ni macam best. Muhammad ni macam ada banyak insight tau. So aku macam, aku share dia punya channel kan. So dia punya channel pun nampak terbaik, mantap semua kan. Dia punya channel more onto relationship. Aku sebenarnya struggle lah relationship. Aku standard kita lah. Kita macam sendu single lah. Bila member cakap kau single, kau tak ada awet pun. Macam sendu gila lah. So macam aku tengok video-video dia, and aku rasa Mamat ni the best lah. So sampai sekarang aku still follow dia punya content, dia punya video, dia punya podcast semua. So bila aku tengok, aku tak expect dia buat buku tau. Aku saja je buka Play Store, ada dia Google Playbook. Aku search Jay Shetty, tiba keluar dia punya audiobook. Tapi masa tu last year bulan 9 tu tak silap aku. Bulan 9. Lepas tu dia dekat situ dia keluar pre-order. Tak keluar lagi, akan available untuk pre-order bulan 4 baru ni. Lepas tu bila aku tengok dia dah announce kat YouTube channel dia, cakap boleh pre-order buku aku. So aku pun malas nak tunggu, aku pre-order terus. So itulah macam aku boleh kenal Jay Shetty.
So how much for the books?
Buku tu kalau just buku berapa aku beli? Dalam 65 yang tu kot.
Oh, 65. Aku akan lebih daripada 100 lebih.
Ya, tak ada
okay lah.
Sebab
sebab buku tu aku ada jumpa juga dekat aku pergi kat mana tadi tu, ya Allah. Adalah satu tempat kedai buku tu ada. Buku dia memang ada kat situ. So mungkin dia dah publish dekat bookstore dekat Malaysia jugalah. Mungkin lah.
Dia dah launch globally bulan awal bulan 9. Awal minggu bulan 9. Aku tak ingat tarikh bila. Yang aku ingat 2 hari sebelum dia launch, aku pre-order buku dia. So betapa gelojoh aku.
Kira okey. So daripada apa yang hang baca untuk bab 1 tu kan, apa yang hang dapat macam konklusi kan, yang apa yang dia cakap dalam buku tu? Maybe yang nampak benda tu something yang menarik. Can share here maybe.
Okay. So bagi aku yang menarik part 1 ni, dia ada 3 part. Yang first, let go. So yang first, bab chapter 1 ni dia more onto macam mana kau nak find yourself in this modern era. So yang paling bestnya, paling menariknya dalam bab tu, dia cakap macam mana dia hidup sebagai a monk. Dia nak filter expectations, opinions, macam senang cerita mentality pergi mampus lah apa orang nak cakap. Kalau kau ada something if you have a dream, you have to protect it no matter what. Kalau lah orang lain, even your parents pun nak tentang kau punya dream, kalau kau rasa itu benda betul untuk kau kena defend. You have to filter the noise, you have to filter the opinions, expectation. Itu apa yang aku dapat pada chapter 1. Yang aku dapat conclude kan.
Okay, pada. Hati-hati kot nak tanya.
Alright.
Okay. See you, bro.
Alright, Chun.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay,
Alright, thank you. Alhamdulillah. Alright. So that's one of my best friends there. Man, talking about dreams. Whew. Yep, so true. But syukur my mom and dad dapat support. Yes. AJ Shirley 2208. You are one of the luckiest person sebab your parents support. Sebab dia susah lah bila your own macam nak cakap, bila orang yang kau sayang tak support kau, susah. Walau apa benda pun. But the thing is, kalau kau sendiri tak defend kau punya dream, kalau engkau sendiri yang tak nak defend, tak boleh buat apa lah. You can't do anything about that. So if you are not your number one fan, you'll be lost. Sebab the only thing is that yang kekal dengan kau adalah diri kau. So yes, orang lain just boleh bagi opinion, orang lain just boleh bagi pendapat, boleh bagi cadangan, dan dia orang juga boleh tentang kau punya dream, kau punya impian. So nak tak nak, engkau kena filter. Engkau boleh dengar, you can listen to those opinions, those expectations, but only you are the only person that self-aware enough to know what's right, apa yang betul, apa yang tak betul untuk engkau. Apa lagi aku nak cakap So aku hari ni, bukan hari ni lah, semalam dengan hari ni aku ada tengok satu animation movie tajuk Turbo. Dia movie lama, movie tahun 2013. Movie tu dia cerita pasal siput yang, oh my god, dia siput, dia super slow AF. So dia ada impian nak racing dekat satu F1 punya racing kan. So at the end of the day, he achieved his dream and boom, you got number one. Yeah, sometimes time dulu nak give up je bila my mom minta I pilih sambung belajar yang dia nak but itu tak juga dengan minat I. Yes, it's okay. Talking about sambung belajar my struggle masa college dulu, aku sebenarnya tak minat nak belajar. Aku sebenarnya I wasn't into this study kind of thing. Aku dalam otak aku lepas SPM, aku nak terus sambung career skill, which is go to Giat Mara ke apa benda, college vocational ke. Tapi my dad was okay. Bapak aku je support je benda tu. Tapi my mom and my brother, dia orang tentang aku punya dream. So dia orang cakap, no, you have to go to college, you have to go to kau kena sambung belajar juga, education is number one. Aku macam, oh my god, okay. So aku pun pergi college, and I end up, my college year was super awesome. Aku jumpa ramai gila orang yang aku tak cakap semua yang aku jumpa okay, ada yang tak okay, tapi most of the people yang aku jumpa okay. And I end up, daripada aku tentang mak aku, daripada aku tentang abang aku, and aku cakap, no, this is your fault, aku tak nak belajar, kenapa korang still nak paksa aku belajar. And I end up, last paper, aku call mak aku, and I said to her, thank you, terima kasih sebab paksa. Thank you for forcing my ass to go to college. Terima kasih sebab paksa aku untuk pergi college. And I end up, it's the best moment in my life. I mean, It's the best. Well, yang kau takkan tahu apa yang akan jadi in the future. Kau just boleh pilih. You pilih, you adjust, you do it. There's no in between. Sebab kau takkan tahu apa the future outcome. So anyway, kau sambung education is education. Your dream is still a dream. So that's the thing. That's a simple way to, jangan cakap bukan filter apa benda, it's a way to pursue your dream through getting, sambil you dapat education. Yang movie Snail apa entah. Yes, Turbo. You boleh tengok dekat YouTube. Movie tu inspired gila. Aku rasa best gila movie tu. Even movie lama. Aku masa 2013, which is I was 14 I think. Masa aku umur 14 tahun, aku tak tahu apa langsung value pasal movie tu. Aku just tengok, movie it was about speed cars, racing. I was into those racing cars and speed. But bila aku dah besar, and when I watched it back, aku rasa sedih. Sebab benda tu, movie tu dia sangat relate dengan in my life and other people's life too, in this society. Dalam dunia sekarang ni kan, ramai yang tak support. You have a dream but orang tak nak support you. So movie tu memang bagi inspirasi lah. No matter what, Turbo is the number one fan of himself. So yeah, Turbo's the best. Ya betul, my mom dulu nak sangat I ambil polis, tentera, ikut jejak langkah daddy gitu, sebab my dad already pension. Oh, your dad, your father ni ke? In the same direction tu ke? Your father was a polis, tentera ke? Talking about following legacy, I think. Following legacy, yeah. When I was a kid, bila masa aku kecil dulu, my dad instilled me with this kind of you have to pursue your dream. You have to follow my dream. And aku masa kecil dulu tak tahu apa, aku macam aku agree je. To pursue education, to feel his dream, not my dream. And I end up not fulfilling. My education was kind of sucks because I wasn't into education. And then my father slowly became toned down. Dia macam dah boleh accept lah, my dream was not meant to be yours. Sebab kita in a different direction. You have your own dreams, I have my own dreams, I've achieved it. So that's it. I can just give directions, I can just give some cadangan, some persuasion, but only you can choose. Yeah, bila nak continue legacy ni susah, sebab kita punya impian sendiri. We have our own vision in life. Tapi bila parents dia macam, aku still tak boleh belah lah dengan perception masyarakat sekarang. Aku still tak boleh belah dengan parents sekarang ni yang still guna aku dah makan garam lagi banyak pada kau. Yes, you know lots of stuff, you know lots of things, but zaman dah berubah. You need to adapt that thing. Those things in the past works for you, and it might be work for us now. Mungkin akan berkesan pada kita sekarang, mungkin tak. And probably the chances are not. And the kids have your kids have your own dream. To all the parents out there, and to parents to be out there, please, I'm begging you, don't compare your era with our own era. Your era is different. Our era is different. Your era is based on education. If you fuck in education, if your education sucks AF, you're gonna fail in life. Not nowadays. Nowadays, education is education. Aku tak cakap education ni tak penting. Aku tak cakap kau jangan pergi sekolah, kau jangan belajar, kau pergi je pursue your dreams without education. No, I don't say that. Education still education. I mean, zaman dulu, if you nak kerja yang bagus, you nak hidup mewah, you kena belajar macam nak mati, you kena dapat semua straight A. You tak dapat even satu je you dapat A minus pun, you still consider as fail as fuck. Kau tak akan berjaya dalam hidup. Aku tak cakap sebab sekarang ni parents still tak faham how important education is. Diorang cuma faham education is for you pass exam and you dapat kerja yang bagus and you dapat duit berkepuk-kepuk, you pocket, you punya dompet tebal gila babi, and you dapat kerja yang bagus, you dapat gaji yang baik, you kahwin and you have a great life. No, exactly not. Apa yang buatkan kau happy? You pursue your own dream, even though your dream sucks as fuck. Even though your dream doesn't pay you now, it will pay you later. So tak kisahlah if your dream was supposed to be a soccer player, kalau you punya dream nak jadi actor, you punya dream nak jadi tentera ke, you nak jadi apa-apa je, it's okay. Anything that still consider halal, yang consider boleh membangunkan negara, go for it. Jangan disebabkan orang punya opinion, your parents' opinion, you rasa macam no, damn it, kenapa aku perlu follow dia orang. So the thing is, you can still listen to your parents, but only you are aware enough. Kau sendiri kenal diri kau, not your parents, not your mommy, not your daddy, not your not your uncle, not your parents are super insecure. Parents are super insecure when they know their kids. My god, aku tak tahu nak cakap macam ni lah. Aku rasa kesian dengan anak-anak muda yang still tersekat dengan parents yang pemikiran dia yang lama. Sebab aku tak tahu lah, sebab tak semua orang yang lebih kepada education. Tak semua yang lebih kepada kerja pejabat, kerja office. Tak semua. Some people are meant on the skill stuff, not on the education stuff. Education is the education. Like I said, aku tak cakap kau jangan belajar, kau jangan pergi sekolah, kau jangan masuk U. No. Education is the education. Yang salahnya, niat you nak belajar untuk pass exam, untuk dapat kerja yang you tak suka, 9 to 5 every single fucking ass day, you will have a miserable fucking ass life. Trust me. Sorry for the F word, sorry for swearing. Aku cuma pissed off dengan mentality yang kampung sekarang ni. Aku masih lagi pissed off dengan mentality kampung macam ni. Please, parents, I'm begging you. Please, listen to your kids. Listen. Just listen. Kau tak payah nak buat apa. Kau dengar je dulu apa yang anak-anak korang nak buat, apa yang anak-anak korang nak cakap, and kau support them. Kalau korang tak mampu nak support dari segi duit, jangan, tak apa. It's okay. Support through their emotions, through their persuasion. Talking about dreams, man. Jangan baca komen. Mana? My dad dulu tentera. Oh, right. Oh my god. So your dad was one of the frontliners. That's great. Ya Allah. Bandingkan zaman diorang dengan kita. Betul. Zaman mak dulu, zaman ayah dulu, oh my god. Dad, mom, dad, please stop. Zaman korang lah. Zaman kita orang lah. I don't have the guts to say this in front of my parents, but I I want to be the voice to the kids out there that doesn't have a voice. Sebab parents ni, no, bukan parents. Manusia ni sebenarnya spesies yang ego je lebih. So diorang nak juga menang kat diorang. Biasalah manusia, so kita tak boleh nak buat apa lah. Kalau boleh buat quotes ayat ni, boleh share to my friend yang still stuck with their parents, yang push untuk ikut parents punya, because he and she love music but their parents tak bagi. Oh my god, ini sedih. Because I was into music too. Bukannya aku nak main gitar ke, nak buat music, nak produce music sendiri apa. No, because aku I have a dream to become a performer, event performer. So and then aku dapat support, which is not from my parents, definitely not. My mom was not into music. She was super radicate when she knew that I was when I listened to pop music, rock, EDM and stuff. My dad was kind of so-so, but my brother, he supports me so much. But then the dream crushed because sebab aku ni malas nak produce music related content. So aku biar that dream tenggelam. That's sad. That's just sad. And I came up with new ideas. So humans are one of these special species because we evolve. Humans evolve. Animals not so. But humans have the superpower to evolve from a piece of shit kind of person to a legend. So humans are the best. Thank you, AJ, for staying with me. And man, I just wish we could have a real conversation. If you want to join me if you want to send requests to join me live, it's okay. But if you don't want to, it's okay too. And you can just type the message. Sebab bagi aku parents yang tak nak support anak-anak dia orang main muzik, sebab dia orang tak nampak tau muzik ni kau nak pergi mana, kau setakat main tepi jalan macam orang minta sedekah, orang bagi baling-baling shilling, hinanya. No, that is on their mind, on their perspective, on their parents, atuk nenek dia orang yang punya pandangan, dia orang punya vision. Tapi not to you because you are a different person. Me are a different person. Your mommy or daddy is a different person. So masing-masing punya pandangan lain. Mungkin pandangan mak ayah dia orang, mak ayah your friend maybe lain. Pandangan your friends lain. So just pursue your dream. Jangan disebabkan parents you tak support, you tak continue your dream. Everyone has a dream to dream. Maybe your parents have a dream, tapi dia orang tak boleh nak achieve that dream. Sebab dia orang stuck dengan dia orang punya parents, which is your grandma or grandpa punya opinion, yang mengatakan no, you don't have to pursue your dream. Kau kena belajar dapat straight A, kau masuk universiti, lulus semua subjek, dapat A semua, and you kerja corporate 9 to 5 job, you dapat duit kepuk-kepuk, you kahwin, you dapat anak, boom, hidup kau akan berjaya. You consider as success. But no, to me success is not like that. To me success is you do what you want to do. You happy with your own life, you happy with your own dream. So I want to be, aku sebenarnya nak jadi, aku punya impian nak jadi salah satu force yang memberi cahaya. Wah, klisenya. I just want to be one of the forces that want to be the light giver, want to be the speaker
to the people that doesn't have the courage, that doesn't have the opportunities, don't have the tools to pursue their dreams. So okay, let's read the comments. Because majoriti masyarakat banyak pandang rendah pada muzik. Yes, masyarakat zaman sekarang banyak pandang rendah pada muzik. Especially masa PKP ni lah, aku dengar masa PKP ni banyak je industri yang down. Tapi mentaliti masyarakat zaman sekarang, oh kau buat muzik, tengok apa dia jadikan kau, COVID kau tak boleh buat apa. Bro, I can still fucking chill in my fucking house, open my laptop, produce some music, bam, put it on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, what else, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram. Apa masalahnya? As long as you believe in yourself, you just do it. That's it. So true. So I just can't type the message. Oh, thank you, AJ. Thank you. You've been super nice. You've been super great. I mean, actually, aku sebenarnya tak tahu nak cakap pasal apa. I don't know what topics should I say in this podcast. So, AJ, thank you for giving me the opportunity, the opening topic for this podcast. No, it's okay, AJ. It's okay. Actually, I want to create a positive humanity community. So tak kisahlah you Muslim ke, you non-Muslim ke, you Christian ke, you tak kisah you ethnic apa pun, you agama apa pun, I still respect, because my mission is to make empathy, sympathy, gratitude and kindness cool. So yeah. Yep, music tetap on even musim COVID. Yes. Yes, that's the truth. Lagipun masa COVID ni, orang sebenarnya more onto benda something yang audio. Video tak sangat. What I mean by audio, maksudnya orang zaman COVID ni ialah people stuck at home. So kebanyakan orang work from home, kerja-kerja online. So most of the people nak dengar music, and kalau dia orang dengar music yang sama je everyday, so dia orang akan tukar switch benda lain, maybe podcast, audiobook or another thing. So it's a big chance. Actually COVID, ramai orang anggap COVID ni sebenarnya satu benda bala. No, everything in life has pros and cons. Even COVID ni, ada je company yang succeed. Ada je company yang bahagia, yang dapat billionaire untung, which is company yang produce glove, mask, yang medical punya stuff, company medical. Macam company delivery service, Grab Food, Grab, Foodpanda, apa semua bagai tu, dia orang still succeed. Maybe setengah orang pandang satu benda ni macam bagi dia orang menyekat something bagi dia orang, tapi pada orang lain tak. Pada orang memberikan satu peluang yang baru dekat dia orang. Alright. So AJ, thank you for still staying with me. So is there anything that you want to ask me? Ada apa-apa benda yang aku boleh tolong? By the way, it's so fun talking about dreams, about pursuing dreams. So fun. It's gonna be super awesome talking to you in real life, I guess. Because I can see I can see you ada banyak benda yang you nak sampaikan, and banyak benda yang you nak tanya. So I think it will be a great conversation. Sudah. So by the way, where are you from? Where are you from in the world? Oh, thank you so much, AJ. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Wow. Talking about people, sebenarnya aku buat content ni because macam yang aku cakap dengan session dengan with one of my best friends just now, I was a lost kid. I was a lost kid that searching for light. So aku banyak tengok benda-benda motivational stuff like this. Aku nak, and aku sebenarnya dididik daripada kecil lagi, don't be selfish. If you got something, you need to share with people. And bila aku dapat something inspirasi pada tu, bila aku dapat lots of insights, lots of motivation in stuff in me, aku tak cakap sekarang ni aku penuh dengan motivation, no. But right now I still lost, I still need some motivation. I thought, why not I share with the world? Why not I create content and I share the world? I share it to the world. Sebab banyak aku dengar daripada cerita from Jay Shetty, Tony Robbins, The Rock, Kevin Hart. They all come from the same place, which is they were depressed, they were lost in the darkness, and they are climbing really hard to search for the light. So which is definitely life aku dengan life diorang amat berbeza lah, sebab diorang punya level of depression, level of sinking in the darkness tu lagi dalam berbanding aku. I was just into the right top, you know. So aku try create content, and my goal was not to get famous. My goal was not want to be famous, not want to gain followers, not to make money on this. No, that's not my goal. My goal was to inspire people, just like Jay Shetty did, just like Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, The Rock, Kevin Hart, everyone. Sebab aku faham macam mana I was in that situation. Bila orang share something kat kau, you get screwed up at the back. Because that's the thing happened to me in the past. I share my problem to my friend, which is I consider my best friend in the past, and he and she backstabbed me. I was like, fuck, those are my privacy, those are my own problems. You don't have to share it to the world. But then I find out, no, aku takkan share problem aku dengan orang melain. And then I came up with the idea to create this content. So yeah, making money, getting famous, not my goal. My goal is creating content that brings value. I wanna, sebab dalam Malaysia ni, I specifically Malaysia, sebab Malaysia punya mentality ni, kalau kita tengok dalam social media, oh my god, bash dia cukup hebat. Dia punya bash tu cukup kuat. So aku macam, God, aku tak boleh lah bash ni, sebab aku tak suka benda-benda yang negatif ni, even though myself full of negativity. So bila aku dengar orang cakap, aku suka dengan video kau, aku suka dengan content yang kau buat, aku suka dengan benda-benda yang kau buat, aku rasa satu achievement bagi aku. Sebab yelah, my goal was to create contents that bring values, bukannya untuk dapat followers ke, bukannya nak dapat jadi famous ke apa. No, that's not my dream. Even though I have self-doubt, even though I talk to myself every single goddamn day, kau betul ke buat benda ni bukan untuk duit, bukan untuk jadi famous? I was like, yes, 100%, I am. I'm not doing this for money, I'm not doing this for fame or what. I'm doing this because I love to do this. And I have been in the place, I've been into the darkness for too long. So aku nak jadi, apa salahnya aku dapat, I got the light and I want to be the forces that give the light to the society. So wow. Just talking and talking and talking. Jangan nak baca komen. So bila aku nampak dalam komen komen yang macam, oh, this is a great content, I love this content, I love to hear advice from you, I was like, thank you. Aku tak boleh nak cakap apa melainkan thank you. Thank you so much. Because I feel that I achieved my mission. Not yet, not 100%. I achieved probably about 10 to 20% of my mission, my goals. So aku tak cakap 100%. Bila aku cakap 100%, aku takkan buat lagi konten ni. Aku takkan buat lagi benda-benda macam ni. Aku takkan buat lagi podcast, aku takkan buat lagi video-video ni. So what's the point? So better aku letak 20% or 10%. So aku akan ada lagi semangat untuk buat benda-benda macam ni. So I can be the forces to be positive. So thank you AJ, and thank you to everyone that's listening. So, oh, you're from Sarawak. Alright AJ, good to know. Oh, final Sam, alright. So it's okay. You final Sam ke, you first year ke, you freshie ke, it's okay. Still the same. Final Sam, oh my god. Talking about final Sam, aku pun diambang hujung-hujung juga lah ni. Di hujung-hujung study. Aku tak sangka yang masa study aku sekejap je nak berlalu. So aku macam, bila dengar my audiences from final Sam, dia orang baru je masuk intern, so aku macam, oh my god, aku pun, I was about to be in the same lane. So sedih sebab tak tahu lagi bila dapat jumpa member kan. Sometimes nak share problem dengan orang tu, I just memilih sebab takut salah luahkan kat orang. Lain kita cerita, lain pula perencah orang tambah. Yes, betul. Sebab tu ramai orang pilih untuk pendam. Memanglah ramai orang cakap. Bagi aku, to me, I was a big fan of pendam aku punya masalah. When I have problems, I don't share. Period. I don't share even to my best friend. I would just stay quiet. How to know I am pissed as fuck? I would stay quiet all the day. I don't talk, I don't laugh, I don't smile. I just grumpy face, straight face. No smile at all. So bila aku marah, I choose to stay quiet. I choose to shut up the whole time. Sebab bila aku tengah marah, aku tak tahu pada orang lain. Bila aku tengah marah, dalam otak aku hanya fikir benda-benda negatif. Aku akan fikir aku nak maki orang, aku nak berasah orang, aku nak, just sebab marah, you tak fikir apa lah. Memanglah orang cakap, oh bertenang lah, let lah, benda kecil je. No, it's not. Bagi kau kecil, bagi aku besar. Even sometimes bila orang fikir, alah kau hilang RM1 pun, bagi aku hilang macam RM1. Hilang RM100 dia punya nilai. So lain orang lain dia punya perspektif of problem. So sometimes bila orang cakap, cerita lah, when I am ready, which means it can be tomorrow, it can be a week, it can be a month, which is long time period. Sometimes bila orang tu cakap, aku offer nak jadi telinga kau, so I will like, no, chill for a while, just let me be in my mood, just let me sleep it off, and I will share it to you. Sebab because of my past experience yang aku cerita tadi, sebab tu aku tak cerita kat orang. Orang akan menganjing aku, orang akan perli aku. Aku even bagi dia orang melawak. To me, no, it's not a fucking joke. Never at all. So maybe itu adalah sebab kenapa aku pilih untuk pendam lah. Bagi orang lain tak tahulah. Kalau orang lain sama macam aku, maybe we're in the same shoes. Lagipun kita share bukan untuk kejar populariti. Yes. Sebenarnya orang boleh je anggap, leng kau sembang lebih, kau nak kejar populariti, kau nak famous kan, kau dah lama tak upload kat IG, kau nak, no. Dude, no. I am macam nak cakap, aku lagi kenal diri aku banding kau, so you don't judge. masalah society sekarang ni, dia orang suka judge orang tau. Dia orang suka judge based on apa dia orang buat. Dia orang tak tahu your own goal. Dia orang tak tahu your 100% goal. So only you are self-aware enough to know your goals, to know what you are doing in life. Nobody knows, not even your mommy, not even your daddy. Percaya tu tak? Your parents yang membesarkan kau dan melahirkan kau tak tahu apa langsung pasal kau. They can claim, I know you 100%. No, you're not. You just know not even half. You only know 40% of me, you only know 30% of me. So only only you know you, only me know me. So every time orang cakap aku kenal lah kau punya perangai, I was like, bruh, I was like totally pissed off. You don't know shit about me, man. Stop claiming that you know me. So yeah. So slow kita share, mana tahu ada rezeki. Yeah. Yes, rasa saya sekejap je, rasa macam nak kembali awal je, enjoy tapi tak adalah enjoy sangat. Belajar tetap belajar. Belajar tetap belajar, enjoy tak enjoy. But believe me or not, masa zaman aku belajar, aku banyak enjoy weh. I enjoy so much on my studying time. I go, biasa lah kita student pun tinggal kelas, tak pergi kelas, tak jawab quiz, tak jawab quiz aku tak pernah lagi lah, tak jawab exam tak pernah lagi lah. So far tak pernah pergi kelas tu, betul lah. College is actually a vacation for us. Ramai orang yang stuck bila dia macam, aku kalau pergi belajar arkitek, aku akan kerja arkitek. Bila aku belajar accountant, aku akan kerja accountant. No, actually you takkan tahu pun. Actually just belajar, take education as an upgrade for yourself. Jangan ambil education sebab you nak pass exam. Trust me, it's not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it. Kalau you ambil education in contoh business, sebab you tak minat business, sebab your parents cakap you ambil, you pursue your education in business, we want you to be a business person and you're gonna have a good life. Not everybody good at business. If you suck as fuck in business, how can you great at business? Maybe you suck at business, but you good at music. Who knows? Maybe you suck at business, you good at music, you good at architecture, and that role can be in business too. Contoh music, you minat music, tapi you tengah belajar pasal business. Maybe you suck at business, education system, not education itself, or the education system. In education system, you tak dapat A langsung dalam business, but you excel so much in music and you post music related content on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, and you work with organizations nampak you punya talent, okay, why not kita sponsor dia satu benda ni and you guys make business. That chain goes on and on and on. See, there's still business there. It doesn't mean that you don't get A's in business. That doesn't mean you suck as hell in business. So anything, pursue your dream. Dreams can be turned into passion, and passion can turn into money, can turn into goals. Tapi make sure doing the things that you're happy. You happy, not your parents happy. Bukannya aku cakap kau kena tentang mak ayah kau gila-gila, kau kena maki mak ayah kau. No, it's not about that. You have to follow your parents too. But there's a catch. You are self-aware enough to know about yourself. You can hear your parents' opinions, your parents' expectations, but you can filter them out. You can filter them. Because you know that might be pursuing business education might be good for you and might be not good for you. So kau kena tahu diri kau. Because like I said in the earlier minutes, only you know yourself much better than anyone else. Yes, not even your mommy or daddy knows you 100%. Only you. So, talking about self-awareness, my God. Hey, Zaki, how's it going? Zaki Naim, everybody. So, kat mana aku berhenti tadi? Pahala comment box ni asyik keluar. I feel bro, pendam sometimes bagus juga. Tapi kalau terlampau makin sakit. Yes. Aku punya habit ni sangatlah teruk. Aku lagi suka pendam sampai aku pernah jadi gila sekali tau bila aku pendam my problems. Aku tak sedar bila masa aku gila. Apa yang aku sedar, I will scream out loud. And all of a sudden I woke up, it was dark. Aku ingat aku dah mati yang tu. Aku ingat aku dah mati, rupanya lampu tak buka, and it was I passed out for 2 to 3 hours, which is crazy. I woke up dark. Aku rasa pelik. Kenapa? Aku rasa pening. Aku rasa bukan diri aku. So by the time aku ada meeting, that night aku ada meeting dan aku tak pergi sebab aku ada masalah. I just woke up from my problem and I got lots of text messages. Bila dah datang meeting, I was like, fuck it, aku letak phone aku jauh-jauh and I have some me time. But then I received lots of messages from my friends, from my teammates, from my colleagues, even from fellow block, saying that, hey, everything's gonna be okay. We are here for you. Cheers. Then I realized ada juga orang yang caring pasal aku. Sebab because aku biarkan benda yang lepas, I let the past haunts me down. Because I can't accept that situation fully. Sebab aku terlalu mind crowded dengan benda tu. Sebenarnya dalam dunia ni ada je orang yang baik-baik. Cuma kita sendiri, ourselves that limits the thing. Kita yang limitkan dunia ni kecil. Kita yang limitkan dunia ni dengan orang-orang yang tak baik, orang-orang jahat. No. Sebenarnya dalam dunia ni ramai lagi orang baik. Cuma dia orang tak nak menonjol. Dia orang tak nak tunjukkan diri dia orang. Because they know if they go out, they're gonna get shot. They're gonna get killed by the wrong person. So kadang saja parents tanya. Oh my god. Cakap pasal parents tanya kan, aku sendiri pun macam tu juga. Sometimes bila when I was so grumpy, when my parents noticed that muka aku ketat straight kan, dia macam, are you okay? Are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Can you imagine that straight face, that just like mad face? It was just like, hey, are you okay? I was like, bruh, I'm not okay. But on the outside, I was like, yeah, I'm okay. So they know that you are not okay, but they were just like, they don't know what to say. They just so curious. Wow. Marketing in music and entrepreneurship in music. Wow, that's great, AJ. That's great. That's cool. Ini first time aku dengar ada subjek yang macam ni. Bukan subjek lah, more onto course yang macam ni. Marketing and entrepreneurship in music. It's actually unique. Sebenarnya dalam education system kita kena tukar tau benda ni. Education system zaman sekarang kita tak boleh nak samakan dengan benda-benda yang the only thing that school teach us, satu benda yang sekolah ajar kita adalah macam mana kau nak score. Kau kena hafal. No, school teach us how to memorize things. They don't teach us how to deal with failure, how to deal with stuffs. They don't teach that. school only teach us how to memorize, but they don't teach us how to deal. So kita kena tukar. So zaman sekarang ni, alhamdulillah, so far dah banyak berubah, more onto skill related punya subject. But still ada lagi masyarakat pandang rendah, because you know, there's pros and cons in this kind of thing. Tapi masyarakat zaman sekarang dah ramai yang kebanyakan dia orang dah boleh open dengan benda-benda skill ni. So macam you AJ, marketing and entrepreneurship in music, dia orang dah boleh open, dia orang dah boleh nampak, oh, music can berkembang. Music bukan saja berkembang dari segi financial, dari segi ekonomi pun boleh berkembang. With music, you can monetize yourself, you can monetize your organisation, you can support charity, you can support community. Actually dalam music world, I was into EDM, electronic dance music, the DJ kind of stuff music. Aku tengok banyak EDM music producer yang join charity, such as Martin Garrix, Nicky Romero, Afrojack, David Guetta, Steve Aoki, aku support dia. Aku tak dengar sangat dia punya music, tapi aku dengar dia punya story, which is he was on Jay Shetty on Purpose Podcast, episode berapa lah aku tak ingat. Aku dengar dia punya mission nak buat dia nak gunakan teknologi untuk tolong orang-orang yang susah dalam dunia ni, which is great. Steve Aoki punya music aku macam pelik, macam mana Mamat yang dia punya genre music ganas Steve Aoki dia punya music sangatlah ganas, hardcore punya, tapi dia punya mission nak ubah dunia, which is hardcore music wanna change into soft kind of world. So dari situ music boleh berkembang. Dari situ so sekarang ni aku macam terkejut plus bangga dengan Malaysia yang dah wujudkan subjek macam ni, marketing and entrepreneurship in music. Walaupun tak pernah ambil account zaman sekolah, tak ada basic, tapi syukur dapat juga score. It's okay, you tak ada basic ke, you ada basic ke, as long as you believe in yourself, you are your number one fan, that's great. You can score anything in life. Just remember, you need to be your number one fan. If no one else want to be your number one fan, you got to be your own self number one fan. #GaryV. No, the advice bukan daripada aku, daripada Gary V. Aku dengar advice pada dia. Nice one. Thank you Zaki, thank you. Actually Zaki, aku tak tahu lah kau still dalam live ni ke tak. I just want to say you are the best. I know. Aku tahu kau dah dengar benda ni banyak kali dah. Aku text kau kat WhatsApp, aku cakap dalam group WhatsApp. But still, you are the best. Sayangnya aku tak dapat nak kerja dengan kau fully dalam event. Aku rasa macam dalam banyak-banyak event yang aku join, even though kau banyak kerja, tapi you are the best. You are one of the best leaders yang aku pernah kerja dalam event. Sebab engkau even banyak kerja, tapi yang best dia kerja dengan kau, you give the idea, you give the insights. Kalau macam orang lain, dia orang tak peduli urusan kau. Yang dia orang tahu, aku pengarah, aku bos, aku buat kerja aku, kau buat kerja kau. Janji kerja kau siap, aku nak kerja kau perfect. But not to you, not you. You are on the other hand a different person. You senang cerita, kau bukan boss. You are more onto father to us. So aku rasa sayang jugalah tak dapat kerja dengan kau fully for this year because of this COVID thing. So anyway, this is appreciation to you. Thank you so much Zaki. You are the best. Aku tahu kau dah dengar ni banyak kali, but you are the best. You are the best. You are the best. And you are awesome. Yes, you are awesome. You give me idea, you give me insights. That's super great. Thank you so much, Zaki. Pernah hampir gila bila terlampau pendam. Yes. Aku mula tak percaya lah bila mak aku cakap kalau pendam lama-lama boleh gila tau. I was like, nah, it's not going to happen to me because sebab aku dah biasa pendam masalah aku, and bam, it came to me for about 5, 6, 7 years later. I became crazy because of pendam, because of keeping myself to it. So yes. Music, my expectation in music, we thought my instrument, baca-baca note tu semua okay lah. No, but itu apa yang kita nampak. Like we said, kita bila nampak satu benda tu, kita tak nampak benda tu fully. Bila kita tak nampak benda tu full, kita tak nampak benda tu dengan, cakap kita just tengok macam tu je. We don't go through that phase. So when we go inside, we go deep into the sea, we dive in, we'll see the nature, we'll see every goddamn thing inside that. Tapi ada banyak lagi selain dua tu agak mencabar, tapi bila tengok result kita syukur. Yes. Oh, wow. Wow, ada banyak lagi punya pasal music ni. That's new too. In spite of AJ, oh my god, I got so many things to say about this kind of thing. Bila kau minat satu benda tu, tapi bila kau nampak benda tu susah, you don't give up. And you think you want to give up, but no, you just slap hard in your face and said, no, you can't give up. It's not time to give up yet. No, it's not. I'm just gonna pursue this as my dream, not as wanna make me feel not to make money from this, not to gain famous, because you were into music and you just don't give a shit about the challenges, because the only thing that makes you grow is you face the challenges. Yes, aku cakap senang je, aku macam kau cakap senang lah tapi kau tak ni pun. But the thing is, no, if you believe in yourself, you are great. You can face any challenges that you want. So I got 19 seconds remaining, so thank you AJ for still staying with me. I want to say thank you so much, and thank you for everybody that have been participating this podcast with me. So I want to end up this. It's been so much insight, and remember 3 words: you are awesome. Thank you. Bye bye.